Welcome to Learn Fast Books.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, titled Mind Your Own Business. If you think a high-paying job alone will make you rich, this chapter will completely change your mindset. So sit back and get ready to learn how the rich think differently about money. Let's start with a simple but powerful lesson, the difference between a job mindset and a business mindset. Most people are taught to get a good job, earn a paycheck, and climb the corporate ladder. They think this is financial security. This is what Robert calls the poor dad mindset. People with this mindset focus on promotions, raises, and saving for retirement. But Robert's rich dad saw things differently. He always said, "Don't work for money. Make your money work for you." In other words, instead of relying only on your salary, focus on building assets, things that generate money even when you're not working. Assets can be investments, real estate, businesses, or anything that produces income. Rich Dad often reminded Robert, mind your own business. Don't confuse your job with your business. Your job may give you money today, but your assets will give you money for life. And that's the mindset difference. Most people think working harder at their job will make them rich, but the truth is, the rich focus on growing their own financial empire while still working a job if needed. Next, let's talk about financial education. This is one of the most important lessons in Chapter 3. Schools teach math, science, and language, but almost no one teaches you about money, how it works, how to manage it, or how to grow it. Without financial education, even high earners remain financially insecure. Rich Dad taught Robert 4 critical financial skills: accounting, understanding how money flows in and out, reading financial statements, and tracking cash flow; investing, learning where and how to invest money to make it grow; market knowledge, understanding economic trends and how to spot opportunities; risk management, knowing how to protect yourself from financial loss. The key idea? Financial literacy is far more important than working harder at a job. The rich focus on learning how money works instead of only earning it. Another crucial lesson is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. Examples include rental properties, stocks, or a business that generates income. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, like expensive cars, loans, or personal credit card debt. Rich Dad always said, the rich focus on buying assets. The poor and middle class buy liabilities and think they are assets. For example, a house may seem like an asset, but if it drains your income through mortgage payments, taxes, and maintenance, it's actually a liability. The lesson here is simple: buy assets that generate income and control your liabilities. Robert shares a personal story from his youth. While most kids were learning to save allowance money, Rich Dad taught him to invest small amounts to generate income. Even a few dollars put into the right place could grow over time. He also learned that waiting for a raise at a job is not how wealth is built. Instead, creating assets that pay you consistently is the real key to financial freedom. For instance, instead of buying a new car or gadget, Robert learned to buy small investments like a share in a small business that earned money while he slept. Over time, these small steps grew into real financial independence. So, what's the main lesson from Chapter 3? Mind your own business. Don't rely only on your job. Invest in assets that work for you. Focus on financial education. Learn how money works and how to grow it. Understand assets versus liabilities. Buy things that make money, not things that drain it. Remember, amiri, or wealth, isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and how your money works for you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next chapter of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Start today, mind your own business, and let your money start working for you.